so many other players, I was picking up for steals, for bargains, because I knew people were just focusing on the Jordan, but I knew that these were going to go up. So those kind of cards that I can kind of beat the horde and get to first, I appreciate and value more.
Welcome to Kristina's Corner. I'm Kristina, and I'm here today with Matt, who is the man behind PSA Collector. Matt, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me, Kristina. It's great to be here and be on your show.
Yes. Let's just jump in. PSA Collector on YouTube is a huge hobby content channel. You currently have 21.5 thousand subscribers and 97 videos. So first off, let me say congratulations for being one of the top hobby content creators and with the largest following. It's amazing to see what you do. As we were just talking before the interview, I watch your channel pretty regularly, checking in on what you're doing, and you've just started these new live streams as well, which I really enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the respect and the shout out. Yeah, it's still an ongoing process, and it's all new to me. So like you said at the beginning in our chat, for people just starting out on YouTube, or how long have you guys had a YouTube channel going?
We've had a YouTube channel for a while. We just weren't active on it.
Oh, okay.
So recently. Yeah. So Chris's brother, Nick, is Stiff Arm Wax on Instagram, and he has been hounding us pretty much since the beginning of our podcast. Like, you need to be on YouTube. You need to be on YouTube.
Yes. Yep.
And we were just like, I don't really believe people listen to 4 hours of us talking, and I don't think they'd want to watch that. So it took us a while to get on YouTube, but we've been active for, I think, like 5 or 6 weeks now, where we post our video content on YouTube.
Yeah, see, you guys are getting out there real quick. House of Jordans. A lot of my watchers mention you guys in comments, and I see you guys on Instagram comments.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the same position as you guys are now. 6 months ago, 7 months ago, 8 even, I think, where I was like, is anybody going to even watch this content? So it's still all new to me, and through consistency, determination, I'm where I'm at. I'm at where I am right now, and that's why I try to tell everybody out there who have an itch to start YouTube to start today, because the hobby is booming and people want to watch, they want to learn, and I'm just very blessed and grateful to be in the position I am to reach so many people and spread the knowledge and the passion, and that's what card collecting essentially is all about, is coming together as a community, talking about cards, your favorite cards, the ones going up, the ones you think will go up, the value, the trends. It's just so fun and so addicting at the same time. And to have a platform such as YouTube for everybody out there to create and share, it's just incredible, the times that we're living in. And like I said, I'm super blessed and super grateful, and very, very honored to be on here, because I see big things for House of Jordan, your channel. You guys, excellent production, excellent topics. You guys are going at the hobby at a totally different angle than a lot of people are, which is great to see. I love seeing other channels doing things other than just, straight up box breaks, which is fun and cool, and people enjoy that. However, thinking outside of the box and taking a different approach to the hobby is always awesome to see. And I like having new people enter the hobby. Like when I was growing up, the hobby was dominated by older guys, older rich guys. And if you were a kid, if you were a female, you didn't know what you were talking about. Like it was kind of I don't know. I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but we're living in totally different times, and it's great to see everybody, all ages, genders, and enjoying it and sharing and just being passionate. And it's just great to be here. Anyway, you're gonna have to stop me from talking because I can talk for hours.
It's okay. I'm on House of Jordans, and all three of us can talk for hours as well.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it. Thank you for the kind words about House of Jordans. That's very sweet of you. And it always means a lot to us when we hear from listeners or viewers that they like what we're doing. And so I appreciate that, especially coming from you, Matt. Like it means a lot.
You're welcome. Yeah, like I said, I mean it when I say it, and you guys are doing a great job, and I can see big things for House of Jordans. I'm excited to see what you guys are. I mean, just doing everything, doing like the card killer interview.
Yeah.
When I saw that, that's something I'm excited to watch. I was like, yes, card killer. I want to see him talk in the video and hear his opinions and stuff. I think he's a super interesting dude. I've been following him for a while, and he has a lot to offer to the hobby. Super excited that you got him in. And sit down and talk to him. So stuff like that is just exciting to see. And next question.
I was very excited as well. That card killer, when I reached out to him, that he was enthusiastic about appearing, just like I was very enthusiastic and happy that you agreed to appear on Kristina's Corner. So thank you for that again. So let's jump in.
Okay.
Your first video was posted on August 23rd, 2019. That was just 8 months ago.
Yep.
Yeah. So congrats on growing in 8 months very quickly and substantively. Your lives are attended, like we had joked about before we jumped on, by a room full of, larger than a room full of like the largest lecture hall in a university. Like you're talking when you go live to a very large group of people. The chat is constantly going. Like I couldn't keep up when I was on the live watching you.
Yeah.
Those comments were flying through. And it's amazing to see. And I love to see it because I also agree that the hobby is growing and has exponential growth coming up as well. I think that we're in a period right now where we're on the upward trend, but it's going to be like the PMG green. Like it's going to skyrocket. So we all just have to like hold on and throw our arms up on the roller coaster and just enjoy the ride. So why did you begin your channel, PSA Collector?
I started a PSA Collector YouTube channel, simple, to answer questions that weren't being answered. So when I came back into the hobby, there were a lot of questions that I had, and I would Google search, YouTube search, and nobody was answering these questions. I saw demand, and I fulfilled it. I also I just got married in 2017, had my first child in 2018, and I realized I need to start making more money to pay for this child in my life and my wife. She's expensive. So I started looking for other options. I knew I had talents and skills such as graphic design. I evolved my knowledge into graphic design into video editing. And I did all the research on how to create a successful YouTube video, although it doesn't appear like I did in my very first video because it's very tough for me to watch. But it's a tutorial essentially on how to submit the PSA. So that's what got me started, was answering questions and also building a side hustle. So I started watching Gary Vaynerchuk and two years ago, and he really inspired me to start creating content. And I was hesitant at first, but I eventually put my foot down and I started it. And I'm so grateful that I did. And so blessed, and all the things I've learned in the past 2 years is more than I have like my entire life. Like I just put my foot down, and it's amazing what happens to you after you get married and have a child. Like I just really have been dedicated and working my face off, trying to create entertaining and educational videos for the community. And also get friends in the hobby, like none of my friends were collecting sports cards or had a desire to. So I was like, well, maybe this is a way to meet people that like doing what I like to do and collecting cards. and it worked. I don't see anybody person to person. It's all like chat and messaging. However, we're building relationships and friendships. Like I see the same faces in my, not faces, I see the same names in my chats. And eventually one day, I'm thinking maybe at the national, I'll meet everybody. I'll be able to meet everybody and shake their hands and congratulate them in person. And hopefully they'll, vice versa. It'd be like a reciprocating feedback system. Good job. Thank you.
For sure. Yes, of course. Are you planning to go to national if they have it in December?
If they have it in December, I will have I'm having my second child in October. So October, November. So he'll be 3 months old. So maybe, but probably not, unfortunately.
I'm thinking, we'll see, Mom. I'm thinking wifey's going to put her foot down and be like, you are not leaving me home with 2 kids.
One thinking
is an infant. Yeah.
I might though. I like I said in my live stream, I have something in the makings behind the scenes that I'm not going to talk about really right now.
Okay.
But that could be the motivator to get me to the national. So we'll see. Like I said, that's to be continued on that. So I very well could be at the national.
All right. Well, congratulations on the new baby. That's wonderful to hear. And blessings and good wishes towards your wife and the easy birth of your second child. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So what do you think your role or responsibility is as a content creator in the hobby?
I think my role and my influence in the hobby is to allow everybody out there to enter the hobby and know that it's a fun place, and it doesn't have to be about breaking the bank, or you don't have to enjoy collecting by spending hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. I'm trying to educate everybody and let them know, guys, collecting cards is about collecting cards. It's not about who has the best cards. It's not about who's been doing this the longest. It's not about who has the most cards or anything like that. It's just about community, I think, and it's open to everybody. And there's no restrictions. There's no right or wrong way to do things. And if you want to get better at it, all you have to do is do what I do and just research. Look at all the past brands, all the past years, the rookie cards, the trends, and the market, how it's gone up, how it continues to go up, and educate. So essentially, that's all there is to it. Just educate and welcome, with open arms. I think that honestly, that's what I've been doing, and that's what I enjoy doing, and that's how I like approaching the hobby, is bringing people in and accepting them and educating them and saving them from spending all their money, really. And start out small, and then you can slowly work your way up to getting bigger and better if that's what you want. However, you can stay small and be happy in the time while you're doing it. So I think that's why.
That's a great philosophy. I really like that. Yeah. What do you think it is about your channel that has made you so successful?
It's my desire to learn how both Google and YouTube algorithm works, and what makes a video to where YouTube promotes it to get more eyes on your video. And also the content I create, I do it strategically. I do it, I answer questions that people are searching on Google and YouTube that nobody else has done a video on. So my channel success is essentially boils down to studying YouTube and watching YouTube creators educate me on how to make better watch time, better thumbnails, how to edit the videos, chop them down to make them more entertaining. Because you have to learn all those statistics about the average human attention span, the average view duration on YouTube. The all about communication is all about being visual. So I'll tell people you got to have the camera on you. If people didn't know what I look like, or people didn't see all my crazy hand gestures, I don't think I would have such a big following, because I really think people are attracted to, faces and visually seeing your environment, and they're excited to come back. However, if all you saw was someone's hands and the cards, I mean, that's cool and all. However, it could be better. So I knew that in the back of my mind when I first started. I was like, there are so many different things that these guys should be doing to make it better, to make it more engaging with the audience, to make it more personable. And I started doing it. So I started showing my face, and I started figuring out how to speak better on camera, figuring out how to keep people's attention. And I edited my videos in a certain way. I play background music. I have an exciting intro to grab people and pull them in and make them sit down and watch for as long as possible. And when YouTube sees that, they're going to promote that video more and more and put it in front of people. So I just did my research, and I guess you can say I didn't cheat the system. I just figured out how the system works, the YouTube algorithm system. And I tell people to do the same thing. Attractive titles, do the SEO on your channel, title tags and stuff. Comment to people when they comment to you, give them hearts. Engage with the community and put them first, essentially. Don't put yourself first, or just make sure the user's happy, and you will be rewarded. That's what YouTube has taught me. So I think that has a lot to do with my success.
And if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, if you build it, they will come. That's exactly my thought. If you build it, they will come. And it took me forever to start building. And I always had that same exact from Field of Dreams, I think, right?
Yeah.
And I built it and they came. So it's funny that you said that, because that if you build it, they will come was the thing that was always been in the back of my mind. And I just wanted to build it. I wish I should have started sooner, but I wish I built it quicker, sooner.
Yeah. Well, now is all that matters, and where you are now is amazing. So, yeah. So, I don't think you need to build it, and you needed to build it any sooner. So, yeah. Okay, let's move into you have, like I said, you have currently 97 videos. You're coming toward the big 100. Are you planning to do anything big for the 100th PSA Collector episode?
I never thought about that. I didn't know. I thought I've already passed 100. That's crazy. I haven't even got 100 videos yet.
Maybe I miscounted. I thought I counted. I counted it.
No, I trust you. 100 videos. Wow. I remember when just 2 or 3. I don't know. I should. I guess. That's a good question. I'll think about that. Try to 100 video. We'll see. Okay.
All right. Well, I'll be waiting for it.
Okay.
So what are your future plans? The ones that you want to disclose now, like not the ones that you don't want to put on, on and out there right now.
Honestly, it's a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
I never imagined I would be live streaming. Like, that's one thing I had an issue with, was live streaming, because I don't know. I thought there were so many technical difficulties involved, and I thought it was uncomfortable for me to do live stream like this. However, I'm doing it now and I'm totally comfortable. So I'm like, dang, I can do other live streams and come up with other creative ideas. I talked about today on my live stream that I was thinking about maybe having a multiple guest live stream where we're all on the video. There's like I said, it's day to day right now, and I'm just trying to come up with different angles and topics to take, especially now that I'm almost 22,000 subscribers. I feel like I need to, continue to get better and better and do different things. So it's to be determined. Right now, I've introduced live streams to my channel. I did the past 2 days. I've had a great time. I think my subscribers really enjoy it and they get excited about it. So I'm definitely doing more live streams. I'm going to be disclosing some other information later on down the road, not too far down the road. A lot of guys like my t-shirt designs. I'm thinking about creating some more t-shirts, just PSA submissions. I'm thinking about even doing an SGC submission. However, yet to pull the trigger. I don't know. We'll see. It's just like the hobby. It's so unpredictable. I don't know what it's like a day-to-day basis right now. I'm just excited to be doing live streams and live interviews right now. That's a big step for me, and the options are endless. So I'm excited to be in that position to where I'm not like really restricted. I made sure not to pigeonhole myself into like one topic or one idea. Like, well, I did kind of, because I'm PSA collector. However, PSA is number one. So I don't know. I like having options, and I like being creative, and I like growing and getting better. So I'm excited to see what I come up with. So
yeah. I'm excited to see what you come up with too, and I'll be following along. So cool. Let's move on into your PC. So what are your top 5 favorite cards of your PC? And I know you have some cards for us. So once you pull those out, I'm going to solo you so that you get the full screen and we can really look at those cards.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and I'll fan them up right now so you can see them all. Right. So I'm going to do, and now these are just cards that are a lot of guys' favorites. And the reason they're my favorite is simple, because they were underappreciated and undervalued for so long. So let's start off with a 92 Michael Jordan. It's one of his very first inserts, not found in the Fleer box. They were found in the hanger boxes or the jumbo packs. So this was a mint 9. I got this for a steal. The value of this essentially tripled. So these underappreciated cards, the power and the key, I bought for $200. They're now going for $500. Overlooked. The reason I knew that these were going to go up because they're so sensitive and so hard to find in gem mint condition. So stuff like that, I really like collecting hidden treasures. So the power and the key, mint 9 Michael Jordan, PSA 10. Yeah, forget about it. Way too expensive. The Beam Team Michael Jordan cards and Shaq cards were incredibly overlooked for the past since their birth. Now they're on fire. I predicted that. Cards that I predict are going to go up, I find incredibly valuable and collectible for me. It's going to take a lot for me to sell these cards, the Beam Team cards. Plus, it's look at that photo of Jordan. I mean, it's
a gorgeous card. Yeah.
Yeah. So the power and the key photo is not that great, but so
the power and the key design itself. Is really important to take note of because it's so 90s. The colors, the graphics, the sketches, like it's such a representation of its time that's, I think, one of the reasons why it's such an iconic card.
I agree. I totally agree. And the foil finish, and then Michael Jordan photo was like superimposed on top of so it was advanced for the time, I think.
I've pulled a couple of those cards and they never come out of the pack nice. So so high grade cards, I predicted we're going to go up in value. Even the low grade cards, grade, still collectible. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, another hot 90s card.
Hot numbers.
Hot numbers wasn't very hard to pull. I think but still very, very cool design. And a Mint 9 Shaq. I picked this up for a really good steal. I love the 90s designs, and this is definitely one of the most iconic inserts, a very iconic insert 90s card. So it's Shaq as well.
We've talked about that card on House of Jordans a lot, as well as this one coming up, which is a gorgeous card as well.
Yeah, the Scoring Kings. So people appreciated the Jordan cards, right? Obviously, because it's arguable. A lot of guys say that that's Michael Jordan's best card insert from the 90s. And it's getting so much more momentum. However, they've been overlooking cards like the Shaq, the Patrick Ewing, the Charles Barkley, so many other players. I was picking up for steals, for bargains, because I knew people were just focusing on the Jordan, but I knew that these were going to go up. So those kind of cards that I can kind of beat the horde and get to first, I appreciate and value more. Because I don't know, it just shows that research and dedication goes a long way in the hobby. If you know what to look for, and you can kind of predict trends a little bit, and appreciate other players for. So I like Shaq for his personality, his resume. When I was a kid, I loved Shaq. I loved the Kobe Shaq duo. And I always loved Jordan. I talked to one guy. I said, when I was a kid, I had a black Michael Jordan jersey card. Jersey. That's what I wore. So if I was a cartoon character on the Peanuts, I would be the kid with the black Michael Jordan jersey walking around. That would be my outfit. That's all I wore. So I loved, Jordan always, but I always loved the Shaq and the Kobe's. And they're getting more love now. They're getting so much more love, those cards are. So it's kind of, tough to buy them now for me. So I like to buy low and sell high. So I'm glad I beat the punch, the horde, and picked them up a bunch up before they all came and just started increasing the prices, essentially.
Yeah. Do you have a card that you would never get rid of?
No. Ooh, never?
Never. Like, no matter what, like, this is my taking to the grave card.
Oh, I can't think of any right now.
Okay.
Because I can't think of any.
Okay.
I wouldn't now I wouldn't be giving away any cards.
Right.
They're cards that I wouldn't give away, but or sell for cheap. However, I can be bought. Some of my cards can be bought because I can probably go out and find some other ones. But I don't really have any, that have that much sentimental value to me or anything.
Okay.
I never thought about that though, but good question.
I just have one, and it's a Chris McGill custom upper deck card, and it's Chris from House of Jordans. Like, I have one and he has one where we were at a show and we took a picture and you got your custom trading card. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a 1 of 1, and like you get to take a picture in front of a backdrop, and he has mine and I have his. Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, it was really cool. But yeah, otherwise I have cards that it would be very difficult to get rid of, but like never say never. And like material possessions to me, it's just like they're fun, but there are things that are so much more important, like family and health, that at the end of the day, like I love sports cards, but like even the 1 of 1s are technically replaceable.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what does your wife think about your collecting? And does she collect cards?
No, she does not collect. And she has been a huge supporter of mine since day one. When I told her I wanted to build a website about sports cards, she was like, okay, that sounds cool. And then I told her I felt like I wanted to do a YouTube channel. She says, yeah, you should totally do it. Even though there wasn't any benefit, like I was spending a lot of time doing this, and she still told me she knew I had a passion for it. So she was so supportive from day one. And I have huge thanks to her for that, because honestly, let's be real, a lot of guys out there, if they told their wives that they want to spend a couple hours a day building a sports card website or a YouTube channel, they probably wouldn't. A lot of them wouldn't be cool with it, because they'd be like, well, shouldn't you be doing house chores or something else, or you mowing the grass, or trying to get a real job? So very grateful that I have my wife as a supporter, and because if I didn't have the support, I probably would have gave up, because it's been such a grind and such a task, and I'm just essentially now seeing rewards. And it's just crazy. But no, she does not collect, and she's like my number one fan. Yeah, so
That's
very
awesome.
blessed and grateful to have my wife and support me the way she does.
All right. Well, thank you again, Matt, for being on Kristina's Corner today. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule and jumping on with me so that we could get to know you a little better. And I look forward to having you on again if you're willing in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm open for all kinds of collaborations, and talking, because the hobby's always evolving and there's always topic of discussions. Yeah. So absolutely. I look forward to the future. I look forward to your guys' channel content. I'm really looking forward to that Card Killer interview. And I really appreciate you reaching out to me yourself and not having somebody else do it, or try to go around and do it. You did it yourself, and I really, really appreciate that. That goes a long way. So I'll do it. And I see you guys doing a great thing in the hobby. You're positive. That's what I like to see, and I'm huge supporters of people like you and your channel. So very blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. It means a lot, and we're fans of yours, and we also appreciate you. So let's end this mush fest. Yeah. Everyone have a great day, and thanks for tuning in.
Yep.